live right now just because I did this video everywhere today, and I'm talking about. You roll that last window up. I'm in a Uber right now. You roll the window up for me. I'm in an Uber. I need the sound to be quiet. So I'm doing this video right now because a lot of you have asked me about cryptocurrency, and I think that it's so important that the average conscious person is aware of this. Consciousness means awareness. Come on now. So once you know, you can do better. So we've used to these banking systems. We've used to centralized banking systems. And what happened during the last recession is, since we had all our money invested into the banks and the centralized banking system, when they went down, we went down and we lost our money as well. So imagine if your money was not in the bank, but you were your own bank, and your bank was not dependent upon the larger economic downfall of America or any other country. Then when the recession happened, nothing would have happened to you. You would have maintained here instead of going down. And so what has been created is a whole new paradigm shift. This new paradigm shift is an opportunity for so many people to boom. So what most people don't know is that only 2% of the world, maybe it's growing like 3% or so, maybe 2% of the world only is aware of this. And there's so many people now spreading the information because those who are intelligent enough, those who are fortunate enough to have someone to give them this information will be able to use it. So you have all of these different people who've always said the banks are evil, money is evil for so long, the dollar bill is the root of all evil. Well, guess what? There now exists an opportunity for you to not have to use that function anymore in order to create exchange between each other. What if there was a way to where you can do the exact same thing that we do with money, but you can use another form of currency? And that thing has now been created, and it's called cryptocurrency. Ooh, yes, people. The ability to get rich, to get fame, to make money has now been changed to a level of independent building, to a level of sovereignty, right? So, you know, me growing up as, you know, black, Muslim, conscious, whatever it is, my whole life I've been always taught that what we want is independence. What we want is economic freedom, you know, financial freedom and things of that nature. But it's not enough to want, to will, or desire something if you don't have the tools and the capability of recognizing the opportunity and time when it's possible for you to gain that thing in which you desire, right? So now you have Bitcoin, which is backed and creates this trusted system through blockchain, you know what I mean? And Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that was created because people at first were doing nefarious activities online, and they wanted their transactions to be anonymous. So they said, how the hell can we make our transactions anonymous since we making our presence online and our communication anonymous? So they decided to create, boom, Bitcoin, and it was created by I forget his name, Toka Yakashimi or something, anonymous pseudonym for, you know, the developer, and he wanted to create a coin like that. So the moment that this became inception, it created a paradigm shift. The world changed, right? The moment Ronald Reagan, I think it was Ronald Reagan, I hope I don't get my facts right, but y'all gotta get the idea. The moment Ronald Reagan said that we're going to have the dollar not backed anymore by the gold standard, it changed the world. The moment the dollar was introduced, it changed the world. The moment the internet was introduced, it changed the world. The moment Obama was introduced, it changed the world. The moment Trump was introduced, it changed the world. We having all these paradigm shifts, but people are not recognizing the times that we live in. So when the internet was introduced, because people are, all the analysts, the scientists, you know, are really comparing the introduction of this as a paradigm shift as big as when the internet was introduced. And if you were around when the internet was introduced and you had the level of awareness to understand exactly what was being introduced, you wouldn't have just became a consumer of that technology, you became a boomer in that technology. You would be rich and successful. But a lot of people didn't have the level of awareness to understand what they were missing out on. And so this new cryptocurrency and technological age that we living in are advancing with quantum leaps. You have things like deep learning, machine learning, and all of these different new things that's happening, right? But what we have now is the ability for complete independence. Complete independence. I want to say that again, because what it really gives you is it gives you the ability to become your own bank. There's no transaction fees, there's no interest, there's no waiting for processing. It's just from my wallet to yours. No one's holding my money and I'm getting it from them and then I'm sending it to third party. No, it's I have it, here's yours. It's the equivalent of giving someone money in person, but instead we're able to exchange this money from entity to entity, person to person, where there's no bank involved at all. And that's a very powerful thing. And I don't have time in this video to give you the full complete breakdown, but I want you all to go look at the processes, and you have to do your due diligence and research and understanding just how powerful this Bitcoin is, how powerful cryptocurrency is, the changes that's happening with quantum mechanics right now in today's time. This is not no bullshit. This is real things that's going on, and how we can use all of these things to become what we want to. Because if you look at all of the places, all of the things that's becoming the billionaire entities right now, you know what I mean? Amazon, you got you have like Costco, where they don't use their own products, and you have things like Airbnb, where they don't use their own cribs, but they make money off other people's stuff. You know what I mean? And you have all of these new things that's being introduced, and there's a reason that we are shifting in the way that we operate. There's a paradigm shift that is happening. People are understanding, because of the internet, our interconnectedness and how we can live with the sovereignty and the independence and the control of our own dollar and our own empowerment. And so those who are aware and understanding why these things are important, how they're happening, and the Bitcoin, when I first told people, I think when I first put it on the internet to tell people, it was at 4,000. And so people who didn't understand it, they were scared of it. It's now at 11,000. And those people would have hopped in when I told them to. If I would have hopped in when I told other people to, I would have had the opportunity to triple my money. You know what I'm saying? So, I want everybody to understand the importance of the time that we're living in. I want everybody to understand that all of the things that the conscious community and world have asked for, we now have the tools to implement successfully. And so some of us are going to continue to spend time asking for a thing instead of spend time becoming aware of the tools that exist. So I want to get this money, and then I'm going to see if I can add a link in the edit later on a platform that I'm working on, and some people that I'm working with, for a crowdfunding source site, to where we can all make money using cryptocurrency and using that technology. It's a very powerful thing, and I want all of us to grow and want all of us to glow up. We no longer have excuses, but the ones that we make, and the limit of our imagination is the limit of our reality. Peace, people.